Hello and welcome to the NACAC Rural and Small Town SIG College Spotlight on Berea College. My name is Alicia Riley. I am one of 7 admissions counselors in our office and the Regional Partnership Liaison. I am also a first-generation Berea College graduate. Berea was founded by abolitionist Reverend John G. Fee in 1855, guided by his belief that all people were created equal. His vision resulted in a school where all people, black and white, men and women, could learn together. Berea's commitment to interracial education was overturned in 1904 by the Day Law. Our case was defeated at the Supreme Court. Funds were provided by the college to establish the Lincoln Institute located in Louisville, Kentucky for Black students. When the Day Law was amended in 1950, Berea was the first college in Kentucky to reopen its doors to Black students. Berea is grounded by our 8 great commitments that make up the framework that informs every action we take towards serving our students, community, and the world beyond, with our motto coming from the Book of Acts: God has made of one blood all peoples of the earth. Berea College is located in the foothills of Appalachia in the town of Berea, Kentucky. We are located about 45 minutes south of Lexington and serve students from across Appalachia, including from cities such as Birmingham, Nashville, Cincinnati, Charleston, Greenville, and Asheville. Berea is a small private liberal arts institution, a residential campus, and serve only undergraduate students. Our student population is 1,652. Our small size allows us to keep classes small as well. Our average class size is 14 with a 10-to-1 student-faculty ratio. Diversity is not a buzzword for us here at Berea. In fact, 59% of our students are first generation and 24% identify as Black or African American, 13% as Hispanic Latino, and 6% as other races. Currently, we have students enrolled from 41 states, 2 U.S. territories, and 76 countries. There are many things that make Berea unique, and we'll hear a bit about those as we move through this presentation. One of the most distinguishing factors about Berea, and a requirement for admissions, is being Pell Grant eligible. 98% of our students receive some portion of the federal Pell Grant as determined by the FAFSA. We want to expose students to diversity in various forms: racial, ethnic, socioeconomic, cultural, religious, and the list goes on and on. We offer 34 majors and 38 minors, with our most popular majors being business administration, biology, computer and information science, child and family studies, and communications. Students graduate at a 6-year rate of 68%. One important note about the college is we are one of 8 federally recognized work-study colleges and the only to pay our students a monthly paycheck. This means that all of our students are required to work on campus 10 to 12 hours each week in one of our 120 departments on campus. Incoming students will earn roughly $1,000 per semester, and all students graduate with a labor transcript. As students progress throughout their time here at Berea, students can apply to work in any department. Our work-study program allows for students to graduate with practical work experience and take away the stress of finding a job in the community, and also avoid scheduling conflicts. While we think the testimonies of our graduates carry more weight, Berea recognizes that rankings from national publications serve to verify that the work we're doing is legitimate. For several years, Washington Monthly magazine has named Berea among the top 4 liberal arts colleges in the nation. Kiplinger's Personal Finance tapped the college for the top spot on its list of colleges with the lowest average student debt at graduation. The Wall Street Journal and Times Higher Education named Berea a best value institution. And the Princeton Review recognizes the college in 2 areas. Colleges that pay you back, the 200 schools that give you the best bang for your tuition buck, and the top green colleges for our efforts in sustainability. In addition, Essence Magazine ranks Berea College 18 out of 50 on its list of top colleges for African American students. We do have funds available for fly-ins for admitted students and mileage reimbursement for applicants wishing to visit campus. Applicants will need to request these funds by communicating with their admissions counselor. Virtual and in-person tours can be set up through our Campus Visits office by calling our office or completing the Campus Visits request form on our website. Virtual school visits can be requested by contacting the admissions counselor for your area. We are now able to offer individual student or classroom presentations for high school schools via Zoom, and those can be scheduled at your convenience. While the COVID-19 pandemic means our campus looks different this academic year than in years past, our goal remains making sure that our students' needs are met as they move through the student experience. My hope is that I can share what a typical year looks like with optimism that we'll have returned to that operating mode by the time you would arrive on campus. You can't miss our sense of community from day one as members of our campus come together to welcome students to their new home. Each student will have a roommate, and each room comes with a mini fridge, 2 beds that can be bunked or not, dresser, chair, desk, and closet space for each student. In addition, each hall has air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and free laundry. The Office of Student Success and Transitions is home to our First Year Initiatives Office. This office helps students acclimate to campus, answers any questions that relate to the first year, helps students connect with resources on campus that enable them to be most successful, and oversees our retention efforts. This includes health and dental and counseling services, all of which are free to our students. They do great work. Our most recent first to second year retention rate was 84% for Pell eligible and first generation students. We have over 70 recognized clubs and organizations on campus that range from chess and Dungeons and Dragons to the Banana Run Club or the President's Walk Run Club. There's something for every student here, and you're encouraged to get involved. Kells is one of my favorite places on campus that is home to lots of service-type organizations such as Habitat for Humanity, Bonner Scholars, Hispanic Outreach Program, and Berea Buddies. Students are encouraged to join organizations early in their experience, as data confirms it results in significantly higher retention and graduation rates. Berea has a robust performing arts history. We play, sing, and dance, and are home to the only Scholastic Mariachi band in Kentucky. Our bluegrass ensemble regularly tours around the world. Our folk roots group and Black music ensemble are beloved staples on campus, and our Christmas concert was aired on CBS a few years ago. We also have the traditional concert choirs, and students can participate in 9 dance groups as well that include hip hop and pop to more modern type dance routines. Our theater department also stages 4 shows each year. Students are encouraged to study abroad to enhance their experience. Berea will help fund 2 study abroad experiences and aims to make the experience affordable for our students. Students can choose to study abroad for a summer term or a semester. We offer faculty-sponsored trips or independent travel for our adventurous students. Berea is also a Watson School, which enables our students to apply for extensive funding for international travel and study post-graduation. 47% of our most recent graduates studied abroad, traveling to more than 70 countries over the last 5 years. Because nearly 2 in 3 of our graduates are first generation, we do not take for granted the network experience that internships can offer. We also recognize that many of our students cannot give up an entire summer without some kind of compensation for the work they are doing. As a result, Berea has committed to funding 2 internships for students, even if the internship they select is unpaid. Students are responsible for finding and applying for their own internships, and our Career Development Center helps out along the way. Students have recently completed successful internships experiences at places like Google, the White House, NPR, the United Nations, Eli Lilly, and many more. During summer 2019, students completed over 250 internships. Our Career Development Center is an office where students should be each year. The staff in the center are phenomenal and offer so many great opportunities. They bring in recruiters from different job sectors, graduate school representatives, host a multitude of workshops, and provide significant funding, including money for professional clothing, graduate school entrance exams, visits, and interviews. Our application is live on our website and is free to apply. Students can access it by visiting berea.edu/apply. Berea operates on rolling admissions, and we have 3 different deadlines. If a student applies for a certain deadline and misses it, don't let them stop from completing the application. October 31st is our early action deadline. On the application, students may indicate if they are applying early action or not. Our early action deadline is non-binding, and a decision will be released by mid to late December. If Berea is in your top 3 college choices, I would highly encourage you to consider submitting an application by this deadline. November 30th is our priority deadline. Students who meet this deadline will have a decision by mid to late February. And March 31st is our final deadline, and all materials must be in our office by this date if a student wishes to be considered for the fall 2021 class. All decisions will be made by mid-April. For the fall 2021 class, Berea is offering a test optional application. Students who choose to apply test optional will have their application evaluated without test scores. For those who choose to submit test scores, our average ACT is a 25 and our minimum is a 19. Our average SAT is an 1160 to 1190 with a minimum of a 990 to a 1020. The only deposit that Berea College students pay is a $50 deposit when committing. This secures the student's seat in our class. Every student at Berea is able to take advantage of our no tuition promise. To be eligible for admissions, a student must qualify for some portion of the federal Pell Grant as determined by the FAFSA. If a school student does not financially qualify, the college will be unable to offer the student admissions. It's easy to think of the no tuition promise as a partnership. We use the FAFSA to determine how much a family can help pay toward their college education. The expected family contribution then determines the cost of a student's housing and meals. Our typical first-year class is more than 50% full need, and the remainder have an average EFC of $1,200. 49% of our students graduate debt-free, and our average debt at graduation is less than $7,000. The no tuition promise is funded through several different sources: federal, state, private grants, and outside scholarships, the Berea Work Scholarship, and the Tuition Promise Scholarship. Students will receive $2,000 working on campus their first year and are expected to use those funds to help offset their own personal expenses as well as to cover the cost of their textbooks. They may also use these earnings to help cover their EFC. For more information about Berea, feel free to contact me, as there's no way I've covered all the details about Berea in this presentation. You can always find out more by visiting our website at berea.edu/admissions or emailing us at askadmissions@berea.edu. We look forward to working with you, and thank you for listening to the presentation on Berea College.